Hello, my name is Riley Newsome, and this is my presentation on show jumping. Some issues with the sport of show jumping are medicating horses for the wrong reason, giving them a drug that makes them tired so they perform better in certain parts of the show jumping competition, teaching false values, the separation of people with money and without. People with money can buy any horse for any amount of money, but people without money have to struggle a little more to get by and to be as successful as the people that bought horses, the best horses, for a lot of money. Olympic qualifications, I also think, is a big issue. It is very hard for smaller teams to qualify, as the United States and Netherlands and Belgium, they qualify quite easy. But teams like Ireland and England struggle to qualify a little, and the qualifications are not judged off all Nations Cup competitions, which is for people from that country competing throughout the year. It is from one show and just the results based on that, and every day horses come out different, so I think that the qualifications are a bit unfair. Chasing Europe, I think a lot of people see Europe and horse shows in Europe as this golden place, and it is taking away from the specialty of horse shows in America these days. And then also trainer politics. A lot of times when you're doing hunters and equitations, which is judged competition based on the rider and the horse, it really just depends less on how your round is and more on what trainer is standing at the ring watching you. Governance of the sport. In the United States, we have the United States Equestrian Federation. USEF is the governing body of all equestrian sports in the United States. USEF.org is a way to look up horse showing in the United States and results that they have earned. There's also many more things to see on the website. FEI is the Federation Equestrian International. It is like USEF, but a bit broader. It does the entire world instead of just the country. It's the governing body for the entire world. FEA website is the only equestrian website to track anything on a horse and rider. You can look up the different riders that a horse has had, results, rankings lists for the month, and the horse shows that that horse has attended and those people. Career opportunities, there's actually quite a few in show jumping. You can become a horse dealer, which is someone who gets paid to research and find horses and provide them to the right people. Horse dealers earn money in commissions, so they get a percentage from the seller and then a percentage from the buyer. You can be a professional show jumper, which is a rider that is either paid to ride horses for a bunch of different people, or you can be someone that is under contract that shows horses. Horses are bought just for you, and you show them, and you get results for the owners, and you also get money and recognition for yourself and for the owners. You can also be a trainer. You can either train horses to make them rideable when they're 3 years old, 4 years old, to produce them from the beginning, or you can be a person that trains people on horses at home and during competition, at home working on small things so that you have less to worry about once you get to the actual horse show. You can also be grooms or barn managers. Every barn needs grooms to take care of horses. Usually every 3 horses is 1 groom, so you can have a lot of grooms in one barn. They take care of the horses. There's barn managers, which organize the many things that go on day to day with the barn activity, and also at home and at shows, between shipping, feeding, ordering supplements and medication, payments, getting the vet to come. Qualifications and salaries. There's no degree needed to be a trainer, dealer, rider, groom, anything. There's no school needed or like that. Riders in America must complete a mandated safe sport test, which is a test to teach people about sexual assault and underage and all of that stuff. There's also American riders must become members of their federation, so ours is USEF. Ireland has their own, Belgium has their own, and you have to become members of that federation. You can either pay for a lifetime membership or pay monthly, depending on how into it you are. Salary per year, it is very widely ranged. There is great trainers, there's Olympic trainers, and there's smaller trainers. The same with riders. A professional rider can get 100 grand to 250 grand. They can also get $1 million. It all depends on the contracts. Dealers usually get 100,000 a year, but that also changes monthly. If they sell 2 horses for $2 million, they're going to make more that month than if they sell 2 horses for 200,000 the next month. Trainers average is 100 grand, though some of the higher ranked riders that are Olympians or ranked in the top 10 in the world, they can charge $1 million a year just to train with them. Grooms and barn managers roughly make 50,000 to 75,000, 100,000 a year. Also, again, a lot of depending on where you are, who you're working for, the busyness, all of that stuff. Possible opportunities. So riding internships, the opportunities to ride and possibly show horses without having the expenses, and also learning to ride different types of horses is a great opportunity for young people that are wanting to get their name out there, ride with a good rider, not quite having enough money to do that, and being able to get time in the show ring. That is a great opportunity. There's training internships where you can shadow a trainer to learn different training techniques. Every single trainer of the hundreds of thousands of trainers out there, every trainer has different thoughts and ideas on how they train horses or how they train riders. And so it's interesting to learn and follow a couple of those and see the differences. It's great for people to follow also their lifelong idol and to learn from their experiences. You can also do grooming internships, learning tips on taking care of horses and working your way up to higher roles such as a barn manager if that's what you wanted to do. Someone that doesn't want to ride or train but still be fully involved with horses and be the backbone of any business or rider's success is great to become a groom or a barn manager, and no rider or no business could do it without grooms. There's not many qualifications needed to do any of these jobs or internships. To apply for these kinds of positions would just be reaching out to the person that you want to work for or have dreamed of working for, and getting good references and having good history. Word travels fast in this small world, yet very big world, and everyone knows everything about everyone. And so making sure that you have a good reputation would help you with any of these things. And here are my references.